Good morning, this is Mr. Henry Clement. Today we are doing some brief discussion as well for the fourth week of the total 6-month program. Okay, so this one should be a guidance for student homeschooler. Okay, so that to follow the UK syllabus for preparing the IGCSE exam. Okay, so we do this one online, so you can always refer to this one together with other resources such as your class teacher, your tuition, textbook, revision, and practicing. Okay, so the more the better, because you have more perspective from the different teacher, and I hope that you can study well. Okay, with all this material online. Okay, thank you for joining us. This is today is 9. Let me check. Today is 9 of February. Okay, 9 of February 2022. Okay, so we will be discussing about ecosystem. Okay, ecosystem for this topic will be brought from year 9 to year 10 biology. We will be studying quite a lot of the ecosystem. Okay. Okay, and this should be four, okay, organism and their environment. Can you see the whole thing from the 4.1 to 4.25? Okay, 4.25. Okay, I hope that one can pay attention to this topic. Okay, so this is the food chain. Okay, we will start with food chain and then we go for the food web. Okay, for the food chain, actually is a is a is a chain that starts from a producer. Okay, for example, in the ocean. Okay, in the ocean there will be a small algae. Okay, this algae is a producer. Is a plankton. Okay, and will be eaten by this larva. Okay, which is the primary consumer in the ocean, and this larva will be eaten by the small fish. Okay, and the small fish will be eaten by the large fish, and then the seal, and the lastly will be the killer whale. And this arrow actually shows not eaten by, but the arrow shows the how the energy flow, or the direction of the energy flow. Okay, energy. Okay, so where does the energy come from? It's actually from the photosynthesis, because this is a producer, so it's from the sunlight energy. Most of the time, it's from the sunlight energy. Okay, you may have other resource, but the most thing will be also the sunlight energy. Okay, from year 10 book, you can see from this part. Okay, so the sunlight is provide energy to dry the food chain. Okay, and then this is the producer. Okay, on the land it will be the green plant. Okay, so we'll make their own organic nutrients. Okay, so from the sunlight through photosynthesis. Okay, all the green plant. Okay, you may wonder, if the plant with the red color leaf, can it be survived? Okay, actually, the red plant also have the chlorophyll inside, but just the red color sometimes is too strong and master from us to see the green color. Okay, so then you have the consumer. Right? Consumer, you have the primary consumer, which is only eat the plants. So we call it, they are usually the herbivore. Okay, herbivore. So they obtain their energy in the food compound obtained from the producer, such as plant. Okay, so the arrow here is the direction of the energy flow along the food chain, as I told you just now. Okay, and then somehow this primary consumer, okay, the plant eating animal, herbivore, will be consumed by the secondary consumer, which is usually the carnivore. They obtain the energy by eating feed on other animals. This is feed on the plants. This is feed on other animals. Okay. The secondary consumer may be eaten by tertiary consumer. These longer food chain are more common in aquatic. Okay, wait. So in aquatic ocean, is longer chain. Okay, I especially draw for you for this chain. You can have a look. Can you see from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, up to 6 level, but I think it's not finished yet. Okay, maybe killed by octopus as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so usually the chain will be shorter on land as compared to ocean. Okay, on land we have grass. Okay, we have grass. On land we have this pretty grass. Okay. And then will be eaten by the kangaroo. And then kangaroo will be eaten by the wild dogs such as dingo, and snake, later eagle. Okay, sometimes it will be stopped here also. Okay, so usually it's a 4 to 5 level on land, and this single food chain will combine together to make a food web. Can you see? Okay, for example, this is one chain. Okay, phytoplankton, jellyfish, sea turtle, and shark. Another one will be phytoplankton, coral, parrotfish, octopus, shark. Okay. And can you find others for me? Okay, can you find others from here? I think so, right? Hmm? Okay, so you may have other as well. Okay, so this all together will make a food chain. It will make a food chain. Okay, can you find something? I missed out one line. I think so, right? Okay. So who will be supplying the food to the butterfish? Huh? Okay, I think I missed out one line because there's no food for this fellow. Huh? So butterfish can feed on coral and also zooplankton. Okay. So this many food chain will make the food wet. Okay, for this purpose. Okay, I copied that from this book. Okay. So for the freshwater food chain, you may have algae, a small green plant, okay, and then we have the water fleas, okay, and then we have guppy, the small fish and the large fish, and then the green helont, okay. For the seashore, we have the algae on the rock, and then we have limpets, and then we have crabs, and then we have gull, okay. So same thing will happen to this, and then all the small chain will make a big complex food web, okay. Then we need to go for my drawing for this. Okay, this is something about pyramid. Something about pyramid. So this pyramid, okay, you may have as many plants you have here. Grass. Numbers means that this is about quantitative. Okay, maybe we have thousands of plants here. Then you only have maybe about not much. Okay, this is the herbivore. Okay. Okay, maybe I draw a rabbit. Okay, if I can draw a rabbit, this will be nice. I think it's more than 3, maybe 300 for that purpose. Okay. And then we have small carnivore. Wow, this is even harder how to draw a fox. And then we have maybe the owl. Okay, owl. Okay. Okay. So this is a number, you have larger number here at the bottom, smaller and smaller and smaller. So this will look like actually a pyramid, isn't it? Okay. So this is the grass. Grass is the producer. And then this is the herbivore. Herbivore is the consumer. This is a primary consumer. Primary consumer. And then this is a small carnivore. And this is a secondary consumer. And then we have the top carnivore, which is the tertiary consumer. Okay. But this one, in some cases will look so different. For example, if this is a 3, this is a 3. Okay, this is a 3. Okay, the problem here, okay, the pyramid, okay, for this one, okay, the number of the organism, if any trophic, we call it a trophic level, okay, represent the length, okay, or the area by the rectangle. So the number is larger here, and then decrease the length, the level, okay, the amount, okay. And this will make a problem when this is, for example, this is an oak tree. This is a big tree in the forest. And then we have one big tree, we have plenty of the insect larva. Okay. If you really go to see a tree, especially a plant that you can, that is a vegetable plant, okay. You can see there's a lot of larva. There's thousands of larva on the leaf, on one leaf. And then to eat the larva, okay, or the insect, we have the blue teeth. Okay, and then lastly we have one owl, okay, tawny owl. Okay, however, the owl itself, there's a lot of the bird lives, okay, a lot of small lives, okay, in the one owl, okay. So can you see the number here is 1, okay, the less, and then you have more number of the insect larva, and then you less, and then and suddenly become a large amount of the large number of the bird lives again, okay. So this will not look like a pyramid anymore, okay. So the pyramid may be inverted, can you see? Particularly if this producer is a very large tree, okay, and then this is a parasite, and then the parasite feed on the okay, parasite feed on the consumer. Can you see this is a parasite also? So parasite will be a large number, okay, as compared to others. So to improve this, we have another tool here, okay, which is called the biomass, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. Okay, for the pyramid of biomass, okay, so it's the number of individual. Okay, this is number of individual. Individuals times mass of each individuals. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means that this can solve the scale and the inversion problem of the pyramid of the number. Okay, so this will be used by the unit will be kilogram per meter square, okay, within a certain area. Okay, so you have, even though the tree here is only 1 tree, but the mass itself is definitely larger than the insect larva. Can you see? So this will have the large area here, and followed by the insect larva, and then okay, the blue teeth, and then the owl, and lastly the bird lice. Even though the number of bird lice is more than the owl, but the mass itself is not. Okay, it's not. Okay, same thing will be happen to the pyramid of the energy. Okay, pyramid of energy, we will be using the kilojoule per meter square per year. Kilojoule per meter per year. Okay. A pyramid of the biomass describe how much biomass is present in the habitat at the time the sample is taken, somehow this can be misleading as well, because different feeding level may contain organisms that they produce so to deplace themselves at different rates. Okay, for example, the grass in the feed will deplace itself more quickly than the cattle feed on the grass. So when the pyramid of the biomass is constructed, there would be more cattle biomass than grass biomass. Okay, this is some time, and the pyramid would be inverted. To overcome this difficulty, so we're using this pyramid for energy. Okay, this is the amount of the energy flow through an ecosystem over a period of time. We calculate, for example, it's a year. Okay, and we take into account the changing rate of the growth and the reproduction in different seasons. Okay, so we can use these three types, and then we have somehow the problem. For the problem of number one, okay, will give birth to the second one, and the problem of the second one will give birth to the pyramid of energy. Okay, so before and there's one thing we need to note, that on everything, no matter producer, herbivore, top carnivore, and everything, okay, this will be decomposed by decomposer, and all the fat will be turned into, will be decomposed into fatty acids, decay into glycerol, okay, and the starch will be into maltose and glucose. Protein will be acid mineral. Okay, so this tree is so-called large and complex molecule. Okay, all this will be small, simpler molecule. Okay, this is very small molecule. Okay, there are some enzyme we need to use, which the enzyme. Okay, for the fat is called lipase, for the starch is amylase, and for the protein will be protease. Okay, this is the last one for today. And remember, Mr. Henry wants you to actually also go to take a textbook, okay, and have your reading, okay, have your reading. So this is a small piece of artwork that I draw for you, okay. So this is in an aquarium, A-Q-U-A-R-I-U-M, aquarium, okay. So in this aquarium we have population. Population is all the number of the same species in a particular area, okay. For example, you have I have 3 grass, then the population is 3, and I have 1,000 of the water lice, then it's 1,000. Okay, and then I have this fish or stickleback, I only 1 is 1. Small fish I have 2, for example, is 2, and the algae for this maybe about 20, and then this is maybe the small egg case. So this is the number of the species, number of the same species. Next, when the species interact with other species, it is so-called the community. Okay, community. Okay, for example, the algae, the water plants, the stickleback, the small fish, the young snail, the water flea. Okay, all these, all the population of the living organism in one area, which is the biotic environment. Okay, biotic environment. And next, we have the ecosystem, which is the topic today. To know what is ecosystem is all the living and the non-living factor that interact together. Okay, what is a non-living? Non-living is this one, abiotic, abiotic. So for living thing we call it biotic. For the non-living thing we call it abiotic. Abiotic. Okay, abiotic is such as this soil, this dirt, this mud. Okay, and then we have the water. Okay, temperature, all these things. Okay, so it's called abiotic. Okay, and then we have the habitat. Okay, habitat is words to use for the animal to find food, shelter, and the breeding site. Okay, let me find some year 10 books so that it can show you a nice picture. Yeah, this is the thing. And okay, we can come to here. About it, and there will be two. Okay, I'll copy this one later in my notes so that I upload on Facebook. Okay, you can always download from the Facebook and have your reading your notes. Okay, so a living organism interact with its environment. So this is so-called ecosystem. We have two types. One is the biotic, which is living factor, such as predator, food, and mates. Mates means that the female and the male animals, okay, to produce young offspring. Okay, abiotic is a non-living factor, which is we have two types, which is physical and climate. Climate is including the humidity and temperature, whereas the physical including oxygen and carbon dioxide concentration, light intensity, and water availability. Okay. Okay. So to study this graph, what does it mean by this graph? Okay, this is maybe the population. This is time. This is time. This is population, which is a number. Okay. So this is the young grass. This is the grass. This is the grass. Okay. In an empty land. Okay. Here, just like this one. Okay. So there will be a lot of grass. Many grass. Okay, then a rabbit comes in. Okay, the rabbit will eat the grass. Okay, this is the rabbit. Okay, so as the rabbit eats the grass will become, as the number of rabbit goes up, the grass will go down because there will be more rabbit to eat the grass compared to the grass growing rate. So no matter how the grass try to grow as fast as possible, there is more rabbit than the grass. So the grass will be eaten faster than the growth of the of the grass itself. Okay, so when there's more and more rabbit, okay, sure, some fox will heard about this. This is a fox. Okay, the fox will come in. Okay, the fox come in. Okay, that means that the fox will consume all the rabbit okay, to eat up all the rabbit. Okay, so as this is the okay, so this one is the fox. Okay, so as the fox growing up, okay, until until certain level, okay, more than the growth of the rabbit, okay, the produce of the rabbit, so the population of the rabbit will come down. Okay, as the rabbit come down, okay, so the grass have a chance to grow again. Okay, as the chance grows, okay, and as the rabbit go down until very few, this is a time when the fox also getting out of the picture. Okay, so the fox will get to other places to find new rabbit and leave the place. So this population in this area, okay, will become decreased. This will allow the grass to grow and the rabbit to grow, and it's become a cycle. Okay. So this is 9 in your exam. Your teacher will let you to you give you a different type of the animals and their interaction. Okay, so for you to test your knowledge on this. Okay, so today we are learning of this population, and I hope you enjoy that. Okay, later in 10 we have the mathematics class. Okay, so I hope that you can get benefit from here and try to read your textbook, and at least you may buy one or two textbook. Okay, and together with some practice. Okay, thank you for your joining. Okay, that's all for today. This is Mr. Henry Clement. Thank you. Bye.